Manteca is a city in San Joaquin County, California. The city's estimated 2010 U.S. Census population was 67,096. Manteca is a city in the Central Valley of California, located 76 miles, 122 kilometers, east of San Francisco. It was founded in 1861 by Joshua Cowell. Cowell claimed around 1,000 acres, 4.0 kilometers too, and had built houses on what is now the corner of Main and Yosemite, where Bank of America now stands. In 1873, the Central Pacific Railroad laid track directly through the area. The residents wanted to refer to their new train station as Cowell Station, but there was already a Cowell Station near Tracy. The residents agreed to change the name of the community, choosing Manteca as the new name. This was misprinted as Manteca, Spanish for lard, by the railroad, and the misspelled version was eventually accepted as the name of the town. In 1918, Manteca was incorporated as a city, and Joshua Cowell became its first mayor. In 1938, photojournalist Dorothea Lang took photos of William and Mary Diamantidis, immigrants from the Greek island of Crete, and their youngest child, son George, on the family farm in Manteca for the Farm Security Administration. The farm, near the industrial park area, is still owned by the Diamantidis family. Manteca fashions itself the family city, and it lies at a crossroads of major highways and railroads. As recently as the 1970s, Manteca existed primarily on agriculture and was still barely a stop between two freeways, Interstate 5 and State Route 99. The continuing rise in Bay Area housing prices caused Bay Area families to look further eastward for more affordable places to live. Since the construction of the 120 bypass portion of State Route 120, Manteca has become a popular choice for these commuters. The 1990s saw an increase in the city's population and the construction of its third high school, Sierra High School, the first two being Manteca High School and East Union High School. The population of Manteca continues to increase, with some housing being constructed on what was once farmland to the north and southeast. Manteca has more than tripled in population since 1980. Manteca is the home base for the Not Forgotten Memorial Day event, the largest commemoration for veterans on the West Coast. The event is held the Sunday before Memorial Day every year. The event draws over 20,000 attendees. 2014 Doxy Park shooting edit. On September the 1st, 2014, two teens, 17-year-old Marcos Garcia and 19-year-old Nico Pinkard, were at Doxy Park in northwest Manteca when they were shot at near the northeast corner of the park. Marcos Garcia was shot fatally while Nico Pinkard sustained non-life-threatening injuries to his head. The man who carried out the fatal shooting, Joe M. Stewart of Lathrop, was not found out until October 2015, when he went to prison on unrelated charges of unlawful sexual intercourse, resisting arrest, and inflicting injury to the parent of a child. According to the United States Census Bureau, the city has a total area of 17.8 square miles, 46 kilometers to 99.87% of it land and 0.13% of it water. Neighboring towns include Lathrop, Ripon, Escalon, and Tracy. Manteca is located in between the larger cities of Modesto and Stockton. Climate edit. According to the Köppen climate classification system, Manteca has a warm summer Mediterranean climate, abbreviated CSA, on climate maps. It's hot in summer, and mild in winter, except during spells of seasonal dual fog, when it can be quite chilly for many days. Summers are dry, winters are rainy with stretches of fair weather. There were 23,132 housing units at an average density of 1,302.7 per square mile, 503.0 kilometers two, of which 13,521, 62.5%, were owner-occupied, and 8,097, 37.5%, were occupied by renters. The homeowner vacancy rate was 2.7%, the rental vacancy rate was 6.5%. 41,225 people, 61.4% of the population, lived in owner-occupied housing units and 25,376 people, 37.8%, lived in rental housing units. According to the city's 2011 Comprehensive Annual Financial Report, the top employers in the city were Transit. Manteca Transit Center is the hub of public transit in the city. Local bus service is provided by Manteca Transit. A commuter rail service is provided by the Alt-Armont Corridor Express, ACE. At the Lathrop-Manteca station, it operates in peak travel directions with trips to San Jose in the morning and to Stockton in the evening. It is expected to be routed directly to the transit center by 2023. Public schools in Manteca are part of the Manteca Unified School District. The school district encompasses the towns of Manteca, Lathrop, the community of French Camp, and the Western Ranch community in Stockton. There are no middle schools. Elementary school continues through the 8th grade, with a mix of both year-round and traditional schools. Manteca Unified School District has 19 elementary schools, 5 high schools, and 2 continuation schools. Manteca has its downtown murals. When it comes to art displays, nobody in the 209 has a bigger arts venue or larger canvases than Manteca. The Manteca Mural Society has brought 32 wall murals to the heart of Manteca since 2002. The last mural completed was the Mossdale Crossing on the side of the spin cycle in the 100 block of East Yosemite. The mural depicts the last physical link to allow the Transcontinental Railroad to be completed on September the 8th, 1869. And if you add the murals advanced arts students have completed since 1996 that grace the walls of the downtown Manteca High Campus, the overall number is in excess of 150 murals. In addition, there are 4 Manteca Mural Society commissioned murals at the Manteca Senior Center. The World War I mural used current Manteca residents as models. The Veterans murals stand guard at the Yosemite Avenue and Main Street intersection at what is still the heart of the city on the site of the 103-year-old IOOF building but now houses Manteca headquarters. To the south is the first mural dedicated in 2003 on the side of Century Furniture. The 20 by 78-foot Crossroads mural depicts what you would have seen looking at what is now downtown Manteca from a bench across the street 103 years ago. As a whimsical touch, muralist Dave Gordon included a mural in the mural. The Cruising mural, a 14 by 138-foot creation adorning the wall of accent carpets in the 100 block of North Main Street, recreates the 1960s cruise on Yosemite Avenue from the Patio Drive-In, where Johnny's Restaurant is now located, past Manteca High and the El Rey Theater to Main Street. Everything in the mural from the faces to the cars belongs to Mantecans of that era, including Manteca Police Officer Tilly Del Nero, who would keep the eye on the Saturday night action. He is seen in the mural leaning against a light post with his signature cigarette drooping from his mouth. There are also hidden gems such as personalized license plates that have special meaning to the cruisers of an era gone by. The beauty of Cruising is that it jars pleasant memories for people viewing it with no ties to man.